Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 512. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on the link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. If you'd like to join me on camera to shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business, your special event, all that would be super great. It would also be super great if you could share this. Was that thunder? Whoa. Oh, there's a neighbor making noise. Anyway, so I invite you to click on that link to join me on camera, like I said just now, and also share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what indeed is happening. That's the pitfalls of leaving your door open for ventilation. Okay, so anyway, remove my keyboard. And then I'm going to start out with the word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also the city, the county, and the state. So go up and down the page, see what pertains to you, and you might even find a place or two to volunteer at if that's what you're looking for. Of course, the page starts out with the American Red Cross, where you can learn how to save lives. They have all these different classes. Some are in person, some are online, some are a combination of the two. So just check out these classes and see if you're interested. And there's lots and lots of, in fact, there are quite a few posts from various organizations that seem to have all the information that you need. Like they collect all the information about all the nonprofits, all the different places you can find help. So again, just check out the page. Like for example, the let's see. I have different city departments, county departments. Where is It's like a compendium of information. Now I can't find it now that I'm looking for it. But I have a few posts that list everything. Let's see, let me see. Mhm. For example, the Durham Network of Care. You can definitely go online. They actually have their listings in different languages. So if you know someone who needs help and they speak Spanish, Portuguese, Mandarin, whatever, then let them know about the Durham Network of Care, and they can find all kinds. It's the Bull City Online Resource Guide that says it all. So you can check that out. There are a couple of others that I have listed here. But let me go back up to near the top of the page and let you know about the Durham County Libraries. They are all open until 8 tonight, and then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Alrighty. Now, there are some city vacancies that maybe you can help out with if you're interested. So, Wednesday is the day that you let the city know that you want to fill one of these vacancies on the Durham Affordable Housing Implementation Committee, the Durham Workers' Rights Commission, the Housing Appeals Board, Realty and Tenant, and the Mayor's Committee for Persons with Disabilities. So I do have a link there. You just click on it, see what is expected of you in terms of meetings, etc. And then if you're still interested, let the city know by end of day Wednesday that you're interested. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's happening at Durham Tech Small Business Center, where you can learn how to run a business or to improve the business you're already running. And there's lots more on this page, by the way. So just, take your time, go through it. Let's see, Durham Tech. Now, the Durham Tech Small Business Center is actually downtown at 701 West Main Street on the second floor. The Chesterfield building, you've seen it. It's a beautiful building, inside and out. Let's see. Now, let's see if there's any classes today. Yes. Wait, let me refresh this page because this doesn't look like the latest iteration. There we go. Now, let me scroll back down to Durham Tech Small Business Center. Make sure everything's current. Let's see. There we are. That's it. Okay, so today there is a free online class. Now, these classes are being offered by small business centers across the state. So you can go to any of these classes totally free. They're online on Zoom. And you take notes, and learn a lot. And they're live, they're usually live, which means you can ask questions. I love that part. So tonight, 6:30 until 8:30, there's a free class, How to Search and Find Grants. Wonderful. Now, as a business owner or beginner in business, this can be really, really helpful so that you can use somebody else's money besides your own to start your business. And also know, as an individual, you can get grants. You don't have to be nonprofit or a big business to get grants. You can be an individual and get grants. So anyway, if you're interested, check out the class, 6:30 until 8:30. Let's see. Here's another class from 7 until 8. On your mark, set, go. Resources for mobile food units. Interesting. So if you're interested in starting a like a food truck, or if you want to be like Coco Cinnamon, when they started, they were on a bicycle, and look how successful they are. So if you want to learn how to do that, then take this class. On your mark, get set, go. Resources for mobile food units. That's from 7 until 8 tonight. Totally free. Let's see. Now the next one is Tuesday. Okay. Let me scroll down to Score and see if they have something going on. And now they do the same thing. They instruct people on how to run a business and help people who are already running businesses. They have mentors, so you can have your very own mentor, which is really fun and free. So let me look at Score. Now their office is in downtown Durham, so it's super awesome. Let's see what they have going on this week. Okay, so their next class is going to be online, of course, free, and it will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'll tell you about it tomorrow, but let me tell you about this now so you can go ahead and sign up. So it's how to write a one-page business plan, a step-by-step guide. It's going to be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And very often you need to have a business plan if you're going to, for example, take out a loan. They want to know what you have in mind for your business, what you have planned for your business, so they can determine whether you're worth investing in, so to speak. So learn how to write a one-page business plan. That's not the only use of a business plan. There are many different uses. Also, people write business plans to get their own mind straight on what they're trying to do. All righty, let's go to the to your health page. It's not warm, but it's really humid. Let me take off my sweater. I just put it on. Now I'm taking it off. Let's see. Let me just. All right. Let me throw it on the chair over here. There we go. To your health. It's a place that is chock full of really good information about the medical field in Durham, how you can get help. The addresses, for example, of all of the urgent care clinics. All you have to do is to click on the ambulance. It takes you to a new page. And it's good to know if you're a parent of little ones, or even if you're like me, I needed to go to urgent care. I had sciatica and I was about to go to Chicago, and I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to walk and was going to have a hard time. I was able to go to urgent care, and they pretty much fixed me up. I was able to at least hobble around in Chicago thanks to them. So urgent care clinics, yeah, you need to know about them. So you can go to the health page, click on that ambulance, and you'll find all about it. We have about more than a dozen, I think, urgent care clinics, to my surprise. Some are affiliated with Duke, some UNC Chapel Hill, independent. There's one that's open 24/7. There's another one where they come to you, which is pretty hip. All righty, let's see if there are any. Now, there's lots on this page, but I just like to save time. I know this is your lunch hour, so I try to not go on and talk, too much. So let me just very quickly see if there are any blood drives that maybe you can help save lives by donating blood. So the American Red Cross will not be having a blood drive today, but tomorrow they will at the Shady Grove Church, 3805 Carpenter Pond Road, and that will be tomorrow from noon until 5. Let me check Blood Connection because they do the same thing. Okay, nothing today or tomorrow. The next one will be Wednesday at the VA, so I'll tell you about that tomorrow. That's going to be on Wednesday, actually, but I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Now, another thing happening tomorrow that you need to know about the Health Equipment Loan Program. They're open 2 days a week, Tuesdays 10 to 2, Fridays 1 to 5. So they're also known as HELP, Health Equipment Loan Program. They accept donations of things like tub transfer bench. Let me check the list here. Walkers, wheelchairs, canes, knee scooters, reachers, those pickup sticks, tub transfer benches, etc. So if you could donate one of these items, maybe you have one, like some canes or a wheelchair or two sitting around the house and nobody's using them, go ahead and make that donation. They will disinfect the item and then repair as necessary. And then they'll turn around and loan it to people who need it for 90 days at a time, which is really, really great for people who don't have money or don't have insurance or whatever. And maybe they have a temporary injury. Maybe they had a sports injury, or maybe they're elderly, or whatever. It's a really good program to know about. The Health Equipment Loan Program, 4206 North Roxborough Street, Suite 100, and they're open tomorrow from 10 until 2. And by the way, if you just need to borrow something, you don't have anything to donate, that's fine, because you don't have to give in order to receive. All righty, let's go to the Senior Scope page. Let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue, downtown. Free parking, free membership, all these great activities, which are almost all of them are free, just about everything, almost. And there's a couple things you have to pay for, but for the most part, it's free. Okay, now there are certain evenings where they're open until 7:30. Not tonight necessarily, but I'm just letting you know that Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays they're open from 8:30 until 5, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays 8:30 until 7:30, which is great because if you have a regular 9 to 5 or whatever, you can burn off some steam. Is that the right term? Before you get home, like and go to go work out, whatever. You don't have to join one of those gym health club things in order to work out. You can go to the Drum Center for Senior Life as long as you're 55 and up. Now, let's see. Today's Monday, so this afternoon, oh, yeah, they show movies. So the Monday matinee starts at 1 o'clock with free popcorn. Today's movie is Mamma Mia. I've heard of that. I think that's one of those singing groups. Is it ABBA? I can't remember. But anyway, Mamma Mia. That's going to be shown today. You have about a quarter of an hour to get there. So it's a free. They have their own theater. It's a great place. So just go there, be ready to get some free popcorn, settle in, and watch a nice movie, Mamma Mia, at 1 o'clock. Also happening this afternoon, Chair Flow and Flex at 1 o'clock. Let's see, Bible study at 12:45, advanced watercolor at 1. Excuse me. Chair volleyball at 2, Lifeline dancers at 3:30, and the walking club at 3:30. They meet in the lobby. Now tomorrow morning they're going to have seniors on the move, line dancing at 8:35. Open art studio 9 until 12:30. Work to your heart's content on your art project. Google it, smartphone and computer class at 9:30. Take off pounds sensibly at 9:30. Yoga your way at 10. Keep it moving. Gentle exercise at 10:15. Oh, wait a minute. It says here no class 5:13. So the keep it moving class, not tomorrow, next week though. American Sign Language at 11. Belly dance at 11:30. Crocheting club at noon, and they'll be playing pinochle from noon all the way until 7. So anyway, check it out. It's a really good place to hang out if you are older. It's a great place. Also, I don't mention this very often, but they have what's it called? They have an adult daycare wing where people who aren't as independent as those who come to take the different classes, like maybe they have dementia or whatever, so they actually look after them all day. So that's another, you rarely hear about it, at least I rarely hear. I know they're there, and sometimes I think they have I shouldn't riff on this without having the information in front of me, but I know there are certain times when they offer free service. I can't tell you when that is, but you might want to stop off at the Durham Center, or stop over at the Durham Center for Senior Life and ask about the adult daycare program, because it's really good. All righty. Let's go to the. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't check the special events at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Let's see if there's anything special happening today, it being the 12th. Let's see. Ooh, going on right now. Heal, Grow, Go Wellness presents the 5 conditions and 10 skills of resilience. Wow. So that starts today. It's going on right now. Wow. Noon until 1. The health counselor Helen Swoboda Barber teaching various ways to build resilience. You can call and register. I wonder if she's going to do that again, because it's really hard, when things happen on a Monday, because today, there's no Sunday show for me to tell you what's happening on Monday. So yeah, darn. So if you missed that one, that sounds like a real good one. Anyway, going on. Let's see. At 12:30, here's a meeting or class. Aging in place, moving mom and dad. What are the 5 mistakes to avoid when moving your loved ones? So that's going to be today at 12:30, from 12:30 to 1:30 in the classroom. Of course, it's free. It's led by Tracy Drakeford Pierce. She runs a lot of good classes there at the Durham Center for Senior Life, at least once a month. So that's going to be today at 12:30. Here's another one tomorrow. Eat, Shop, and Grab. This is where you go between 9 and noon and you shop for free food, which they lay out in the lobby. They do say that you have to register, so go ahead and make that call. 9 919 6. Oh boy. Let me check. Usually I have it all memorized. I'm a little befuddled today. Let me scroll up here. Usually I have it memorized. 919 688 8247. Of course. Okay, let me scroll back down. Okay, let's see, where am I? There we are. So the Eats, Shop, and Grab, you call that number, extension 104, and then you get to come tomorrow from 9 until noon, and you can shop, in other words, picking up for free food that they put out on the tables, and you are more than welcome to take it home to feed your family or yourself. Something else is happening tomorrow morning. Introduction to the Internet and Email, Part 1. So that's going to be from 9:30 until 11 in the computer lab. And then Part 2 is going to be on Wednesday. So Part 1 is tomorrow at 9:30. Now, their 4-part pelvic health series. That's going to be tomorrow, starting at, oh, wait a minute, that's Wednesday. Wait a minute, let me make sure. That's Wednesday. Yeah, you might want to sign up for that one. Okay, I think that's pretty much it from the Durham Center for Senior Life. Great place to hang out. Let's now go to the Let's Go calendar of events page, and I'll do the weather, and then I'm out. Let's see. May 12th. Oh, today is the very last day of the Selfie Studio. Streets at South Point. They've had it for 2 years running, the Selfie Studio. So this year it's the Color Theory Tour, where you go and you take their color theory quiz, find out what your inner color is. Then you take a portrait of yourself, I guess surrounded by your inner color, and it's a great way to get a nice picture of yourself. A lot of us don't have great pictures of ourselves, like self portraits or whatever. You can use it for your website, you can use it for your social media, etc. So today's the very last day, and it will be until 7 o'clock. They just started. It was every day for at least a month from 11 until 7, but today, last day until 7 o'clock. Okay. New Visions of Africa restaurant, 1306 Fayetteville Street, next door to W.D. Hill. They'll be giving away free meals to people in need from 3 until 6. Now, this is a special event. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Where Salsa for You. They'll be holding a free awesome salsa class. That's what it's called. awesome salsa class. That's going to be this evening from 6 until 7 at the Triangle Dance Studio, which is at 2603 South Miami Boulevard upstairs. So you can click on the website. I've got the link for you. You can get more information on that. The Hayti Heritage Center's Heritage Rhythms African Dance class is tonight. It's from 6:30 until 8 on the corner of Fayetteville and Lawson upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium. So from 6:30 until 8, first you start out with the deep breathing and the conditioning, and then you get into the cardio intensive African dance moves. So that should be really fun. There's a class fee of $10. The Glass Jug Beer Lab, the one that's not downtown, the one that's on Highway 55, 5410 Highway 55 to be exact, they're going to host their weekly disc golf putting tournament. So that's going to be from 6:30 until 9. First, you register at 6, and then play begins at 6:30. Bring 3 putters. Now we're talking a special use of special frisbees. We're not talking about actual golf clubs. We're talking about like frisbee golf. So that's going to be tonight, 6:30. Bring your 3 putters. Be ready to pay $6 to play in this double elimination randoms double tournament. I hope I said that right. The Crunk Club DRM, and I assume DRM is Durham. Their weekly Crank Arm Durham run starts at and returns to the Crank Arm Brewing Company, 620 Fernway Avenue. That's going to be tonight, 6:30 until 10:30. I suppose if it doesn't rain, I can't imagine running in the rain. Although I guess if you're a hardy person, you can do that. But you can choose either to run the 3 mile or the 5 mile route, and you run at your own pace during this free event. Now tomorrow, just real quick, let me just tell you real quick. The Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they have rabies vaccination clinics on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you call, you make your appointment, bring your pet in, and then you pay $10 cash, exact change only. So you call first, and your appointment should be between 9:30 and 11 in the morning, or between 2 and 3:30 in the afternoon. One more thing, the East Regional Library hosts the Over 50 crowd for people of a certain age who like to hang out together at 211 Lick Creek Lane at the East Regional Library. This is where older folks who are 50 and up talk about stuff, hang out, talk about the latest books, movies, whatever. Uh, you can, I guess, show something you made or whatever. They have free coffee, free tea, and just hang out. It's going to be tomorrow from 10 until 11:30. Oh, one more thing, just to let you know, the New Visions of Africa restaurant on Tuesdays, they have a grocery giveaway starting at 12:30. So just be ready for that tomorrow. If you're in need, your cupboard and refrigerator is bare, then go ahead and head over to New Visions of Africa restaurant. You can park. You go behind the building because they share the parking lot with WD Hill, which is right next door. So be ready to answer questions. They will want to know how many kids you have and how many people are in your family. They want to make sure they give you enough groceries for at least a week. And they give away a lot of great groceries. So that's going to be tomorrow starting at 12:30. I'll remind you about that tomorrow. Oh, let me put my iPad down here and grab my phone because we're about to look at some weather. It looks like it's not raining. It was raining like crazy a minute ago. Wait, let me do my intro. Wait a minute. Love that. Okay, the weather. It is airish out right now, as my great grandmother was known to say. It is 72 degrees and it's only going up to 73. That's it. It's wet out. It's moist in the house. I mean, there's a flood watch. Oh my goodness. Well, it was raining like crazy a minute ago. So my app here says that there's a flood watch and to be ready to encounter flood waters. So don't go down those back roads. And they say if the water's more than a couple of inches, go around. Don't risk having your car float away. Now it looks like we're gonna get a thunderstorm this afternoon. Okay, so it's not raining right now, but it says at 1 o'clock there is a 100% chance of rain. So I guess it's going to rain today again. And at 2 o'clock, it says thunderstorms, and the chance of rain goes down to like 40% by midnight. So I think we're going to have a rainy night. And then overnight, thunderstorms keeping us awake starting at 1. Wonderful. Um, it's going to rain all night. It's going to rain tomorrow morning. Let me see what the temperature is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow, the high will be 77. That's a little better. But yeah, 100% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow. 70% chance of rain Wednesday. It's going to rain all week, all the way until Sunday. And the sun will come out Monday. So if you're a gardener or a farmer, I guess these are happy days because you can't, yeah, you can't complain when it rains and you're trying to grow crops. So there you go, or flowers. So that is it. It's 72 right now, going up to 73. And let's see if there are any comments. Okay, so that is it for today's show. Have a beautiful afternoon. Read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. And then I'i'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now.